Welcome to the channel, everyone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all for being here this morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time it is where you are. Appreciate you. Thank y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, we're going to be talking about choose a provider. Choose a provider. And I'm not talking about no internet services or no mobile phone service. I'm talking about a man. Okay. It's funny how people tell you to choose a provider when it comes to business, and you only choose the best providers out there, right? When it comes to your internet service or your mobile phone service or your insurance or whatever, y'all always looking for the best perks when you choose providers everywhere else except for your relationship. Does that make any sense? No. So if you're going to do your research, looking for the best providers for all the other services that you have, you should do the same when it comes to a man. Okay. Do your research, find out if he's a good provider or not. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And let's talk about how to find a provider. Okay, men go for looks, and we all know that. So make sure your looks are up to par. You got to level up, take care of your skin, take care of your face, take care of your hair, take care of your wigs, whatever you got, take care of it, take care of your body, take care of your health. Okay, and face cards. Okay, the first thing people see and have to look at is your face. So let's make sure it looks good. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about some face products real quick before we get started into this. SKINIST sent me some products, and I used them last night on my face. So they have vitamin C glow serum, which is the Elixirs. I used this last night. Y'all can see I'm looking kind of good. So I love a good vitamin C serum, don't you? And all the links are going to be in the description. It's also here. I'm going to link it. Now, let me tell y'all something. Your skin also denotes your health. So take care of it. Okay. It's the largest organ on your body. So make sure it's glowing. It's nice. It's smooth. It's pretty. So the vitamin C glow serum is what I used last night, and I woke up. You can use it day or night. It's like a good thick serum like that. And I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand just so you can see what it does for your skin. Look at that. Okay, and vitamin C is good for fading spots on your face, making you look younger. So a lot of you ladies need to start doing more with your skin. Okay. Taking care of your skin is, you're going to thank yourself when you get older. And this product is for all ages. As you can see, there's young and older ladies. Take care of your skin while you're young so that when you do get older, you need less work. You need less maintenance. You need less everything. Okay, so take care of it now. I started taking care of my skin when I was literally 17. Like, I started doing skincare regimens religiously at 17. Okay, the next thing we have is the Perfectionist by SKINIST. And I love these because you just twist it up and the pump comes out. So this one is good for using day or night. And it's renewing and restoring super serum. Okay, and I'm going to put that on top of that. And I'm just going to show y'all, like, if you use all three, how your skin is just going to simply glow. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. And just so y'all know, I'm 45 years old. And taking care of your skin is a game changer. Okay, and then we have the Revitalist by SKINIST. And this is Matrixyl 3000 Peptide Day Cream. Okay. So this is good for fine lines, making you look all plump and revitalized. So go ahead and get that. Okay, my coupon code is SheRaSeven. Y'all look in the description bar as well, and y'all can get links to SKINIST. And these travel really good because you can just twist it down, and the pump is now inside the bottle. It's so cool. I love that. And then you can take it with you. And this is my favorite though, the vitamin C glow serum. Love it. And in the morning, your skin is glowing. So y'all check out SKINIST and get your coupon SheRaSeven. Take care of your skin, ladies, because face cards should not ever decline. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, I got some questions. Thank y'all. Okay, so Leah asks how to thank him for a gift or paying a bill to make him feel special and want to give more. What bills can I ask him to pay? Please give examples. You say thank you. You give him a big hug. You smile and you say, I am so glad I met you. I don't know what I have done without you. And you smile really big. And you give him a big hug. Make sure you smell good and you look good so that he expects more affection as far as hugs and gratitude the next time he pays a bill. You don't do too much. You don't do too much, okay? And then the bills you start him out with are the bigger bills, okay? Don't start him off on no little rinky-dink bills, because if you start him off on small bills, that's all he's going to want to do. You need to start him off on big bills so he feels like he's doing big things. And the more a man invests in you, the longer he stays around. Okay. So that's what you want to do. Go for big bills. All right. They already several small bills, but at the same time. You don't have a major bill, then all the small bills, let him take care of those. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Okay. NB, Shira, you found a sugar daddy online and is in love and pretends we are in a relationship, but I found out he is talking to your friend in some app and they are going to lunch today. Okay, that's why I tell y'all stop meeting men online. Y'all never gonna listen. I can't do nothing about it. Stop meeting men online because they could be talking to your friend and taking her to lunch the next day if y'all both on the same dating app or just dating apps in general. Get off dating apps or go date him after your friend finished with him. Girl, I don't know. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, stay off them online dating apps. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all ain't gonna learn until y'all learn. Uh-oh. Asta, your advice to draw financial benefits off of a cheating provider, but what extent? How many times if he turns into a player then? Okay, they're already players if they're cheating. They're already players. Okay. You got to be a better player and a smarter player and get your money, man. So your game is money. His game is spending money on other women. Your game is getting money from men and other men. So what are you going to do? Are you worried about the man and his fidelity or the man's money? You got to get your mind right because he's not worried about a lot of stuff. You know, women are more invested in if a man is true, honest, and in love with them. And a man is more invested as if a woman is doing what he wants her to do. So worry about his money. He's not the type of man that cares enough about you to do right. So just get his money, man. And I keep telling y'all this every time. Y'all are going to learn the hard way, but y'all still going to learn. Take your emotions out of it because his is not in it. So go ahead and take yours out since his is not in it either. Ladies, let me repeat this for those of y'all who need to hear this. If his emotions aren't in the relationship, go ahead and remove yours or never put yours in there. Be about your money, first and foremost. There's no sense of putting all your feelings and stuff into a relationship when that man has put nothing in there except hopefully some money. All right? That's all you're there for. Remember that. Until he makes it about you, make it about his money. All right? Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Until it's about you, make it about his money. Okay, you asked a 50-year-old for $500 for a situation he could shave me from on the first outing. Says he feels I'm using. Okay, he's too young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, 50. It depends on how old you are too. You know, he's about to hit his midlife crisis or hasn't already hit it yet. First outing may seem like you're trying to use him. Okay, you should have built that up over the time you've been talking to him. So, for example, the first time you spoke to him, which maybe a week or two ago, should have already been building up to it. So he would expect it and have some sort of sympathy for you during the buildup. Then when you see him for the first time, because obviously you met him online, when you see him for the first time, he already knows you're in need and you're expecting it. So it's not a surprise. He doesn't think you're using him because now he's invested in your story and in your struggle. So you can't just throw it on him on the first date. You got to build it up over the phone calls and the texts by mentioning things, little hints and clues. And then you should be comfortable enough and he should be comfortable enough to, figure it out on the first date. Thank you, Asta. Your advice is drawing financial benefits off. Okay. I've already answered that. Thank you. All right. So get his money always. Their feelings ain't in it. Take yours out. Also, get money, build up to it so it's not uncomfortable on the first date. All right. So choosing a provider. Yes, we got to choose wisely. Now, I was on TikTok live earlier on my channel on TikTok, SheRaSeven, the original, the only one up there. That says SheRaSeven, the original, the only one where I go live. I was saying, ladies, if a man does not like you 10 times more, you're wasting your emotions on him. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. And finding a provider is the best thing you can do for yourself and your future generations. Let me repeat that. Finding a provider is the best thing you can do for yourself and your future generations. Why? Because it gives you time to relax, to think, to live a soft life, to actually raise your children, to have enough time, energy, and thinking to, if you want to one day, start your own business or be able to invest into something without a lot of stress of having a boss and rushing here and there. You know what I'm saying? So it will also allow your children to spend more time with you, feel closer to you, get into less trouble because you're not missing, Uh-oh, Esther, your dear guiding light. By the way, you look breathtaking. Thank you so much, girl. Sparkle, thank you too. So, get money and get providers. Stop settling for dust because you will always be in the struggle. Okay. Why put yourself into a struggle when you can put yourself into a lifestyle? That does not make sense. Never has to me. So choose providers. And I was saying, best way to spot a provider from the first conversation is how positive they are. Broke dusties and losers will always find something to complain about, find someone to blame something on, and will never take accountability and will always be more interested in your money. Okay, so those are the telltale signs that you're speaking to a non-provider. If they're negative, if they've complained, if they blame stuff on other people instead of taking accountability, and if they're more concerned about your career and your money. That's how you know they're not providers and they're dusty. Okay, so you can dismiss yourself quick, fast, and in a hurry. When you get those signs, when you're talking to someone, they're already poverty mind if they're negative and won't take accountability and looking for someone to blame. That's poverty mind. That's 100% poverty mind. So get rid of them quick. They don't have nothing to give, and they're going to blame you or anybody else they can blame, their incompetence on. So get away from them. And here's an easy way to tell if you think that's going to be a hard. Here's your practice. Go to a channel with a man that's talking about how to get money and who appreciates women and knows their value, and then go to one of them dusty channels where they're complaining and talking about women that they can't afford, and look at the difference in their wardrobe. Look at the difference in their accountability. Look at the difference in their confidence. Look at the difference in their masculinity. Look at the difference in their overall health and appearance. And you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll understand. It's just so easy to tell. And once you practice, you'll be able to recognize providers versus non-providers. Okay. Okay, character ASMR girl, Sprinkle Sprinkle, thank you. 26 and from Detroit, you surrounded by dusties, where to find a provider? Outside of your city, ma'am. Or you need to go somewhere where the big businesses are, or to the rich side. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay, Amelie, Sprinkle Sprinkle, how are you? How do you get older men to approach your 30, going freestyling a lot, but it's mostly 35 to 40-year-old approaching older men? The older men go out during the daytime and in the morning. There are a lot of the older men that are out during that time, you know, they still think they're young. So what you want to do is you need to get out early, okay? AM, the AM. Go to the gym early, go for a walk in a rich neighborhood early, go to the grocery store, go run your errands on the rich side of town early in the morning, early afternoon. Take yourself to lunch in the afternoon, take yourself to breakfast in the early morning. Go to the gym. If you have like a nice gym in your area, go there. Frequent places that people go in the morning, and you're more likely going to meet people with money and a little bit older. Okay, if you're hanging out with all the work crowd, they're going to be young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And also, if you look too trendy, older men will not approach you. You got to look classic. You get it? So if you look too trendy, like you belong to a young man, they're not going to approach you. You got to look classic. You got to be a classic, classy beauty that doesn't look like they belong to a young man, but a rich man or a man that's a little bit older. You can't be wearing the latest trends. You can't be looking like you have nothing in common with an older man. You got to stand out from the crowd and look more polished, sophisticated, and classic versus trendy. Okay. Old men aren't approaching trendiness. They don't understand it. They don't want to understand it. So you need to redo your look in order to attract older gentlemen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said Lana Del Rey vibes. It's better than trendy vibes, ma'am. Better than trendy vibes. Go for classic. That's how you'll attract them. Old money vibes, classic style. Don't be looking like you getting ready to go out there on the dance floor and twerk. Don't be looking like you out the next video. Don't be looking like your man wear shorts and sneakers when he takes you out. Don't be looking like that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Polish up. Look like you want more out of life. Classic look. A classic look is the best style. Classic. Just look up classy, classic appearances. Classy clothes, classy whatever. That's what you need to look like. No trends. Uh-oh, thank you. Somebody sent me some cash app. Hold on, let me see what y'all got happening over here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I think y'all. Thank you, Lorena. Appreciate that. Hold on one second. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay. You said don't look like a video vixen. Exactly. And a lot of younger ladies don't realize this. Like, how you dress is who's going to approach you. Okay. Think about who you would look good standing next to, who you would look appropriate standing next to, who you could stand next to, and they could introduce you to their family or colleagues. That's what you need to look like. So if you're looking for an older man with money, think about how you would look next to him. Would it make sense? If not, change the look. And that's how you attract. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, you can always change your look back when you're going to do different things. But when you're freestyling for older men, make sure you look like it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yes, choosing a provider. Okay, let's also talk about smells. Now, some of y'all be doing the most when it comes to like smells. I say like a provider doesn't like anything too over the top. So, but they do like something that's gonna lure them in. So any kind of scent with something mysterious yet familiar with it, it's gonna always attract. Okay, so think about that. Something seductive yet classic. That's the best thing I can tell you. Now, I mix and match all my perfumes now because I can't just choose one anymore because I love so many different ones. But it also depends on what time of day it is, where you are, and if it's appropriate for that time of day. So just keep that in mind. Oh, thank you, Birkin Pangy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A guy you met who's recently divorced lives 2 hours away. He offered me to come for the weekend and use his vacant apartment. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't like that. What if he has cameras set up in there? 2 hours away? So you're going to drive 2 hours away to go stay in an apartment. Do you love yourself, man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I'm just asking. If I'm driving 2 hours away, it better be a mansion, not no dang apartment. Okay? I'm not driving 2 hours for no apartment, ma'am. Do you love yourself? Tell him to rent you an Airbnb in your own city. He gonna give you his vacant apartment where there's hidden cameras, not even no mansion. Girl, no. The answer is into the O. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless it's the penthouse, I ain't going. All right. That sounds like, okay, sometimes y'all need to be thinking. Sometimes y'all need to pull out that common sense and dust it off and use it. All right. So my answer would be H to the N. Y'all know what that means. Okay. How about a luxury suite in a high-end hotel or something? Why? Why isn't he doing the most? I don't understand. Okay. Now, I understand he's not going to be there. Whatever. But still, it's kind of freaky and weird to me. And my answer would be no. Like, no thanks. You said dressing classy but not looking old. Looking examples. Okay, so here's my thing. If this don't look old, whatever you're wearing, as long as it's classy, you're not going to look old. You know what I'm saying? So take care of your face, take care of your skin, make sure you look cute. Okay, and dress for your body type. That's the best thing I can tell you. Mm-hmm. You said, Shira, how can I keep a man? Find a man that wants to keep you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Leslie. Asset owning 80-year-old wants to marry you, but next year, how to rush the proposal, step-by-step plan, please. He's already giving me money. Why don't you just wait 1 year, girl? He's probably trying to see if he's going to get his health together. He's 80. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are you trying to rush that, girl? Just don't do nothing with them. You probably can't do nothing anyway. Uh-oh, LB, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Sher, you look beautiful as always. I'm currently out grocery shopping at the men are out. You are right. During the day is best. Thank you, LB. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you a sugar daddy, girl. Go to the wine section if you're at the grocery store. Yeah, go hit that wine section. If it's close to lunch, hit the deli, or like if you're at Whole Foods, hit the area where they serve food. All right. Yeah, be patient with that 80-year-old. He only got a few years left. He's trying to make the right decision. All right. Step by step is be patient. Okay, and don't do nothing with him. Maybe then he'll start to rush the process. You said, are married men off limits? If they're off limits to you, I don't tell y'all what to do. Do what you want. Okay. You said, how can you marry someone if your culture doesn't allow us to get to know each other? Leave the culture. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't make decisions based on culture. I make decisions based on my own free will and thinking. So if you can't do that, I can't answer you. Uh-oh, Naturalina lifestyle. How do I pull back to get him chasing again without feeling like rejection? You get another one, ma'am, and let him figure out that you're not dealing with him anymore, and he'll come chasing you. Okay? Like, I'm serious. Get another one, put all the energy and effort into someone new that's beneficial, and the other one will come looking. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, for those of y'all who live in different cultures, if you don't have your own mind and your own free will and your own free choice, I can't help you. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know. The best thing y'all can do is put his name under a girl's name in your phone and text him. Okay? In secret. Get his phone number, put his name under a girl's name in your phone, and text away. The best thing you got to do is lie. Okay? It's the only way you're going to get somewhere if you don't have free will. Okay. Lie, save his name under a girl's name, and talk to him all day, every day. Okay? Until you get to know them. You're talking to a guy who ignored you the whole week, and he texted, tell me that he's busy. What do you think? Okay, I think that if you deal with a man who ignores you for a week, you don't love yourself. That's what I think. Okay, think about you first and foremost. And also, when you're in doubt, think about if you had a daughter and someone didn't text them all week and came back with that mess. How would you feel? What decision would you want your daughter to make? You know, my thing is, do you love yourself? Because if you do, if he's not coming back with money to make up for his lost time, then he's not coming back. Period. I don't care. I'm too good for that. You should be too. I'm sorry, sir. I'm too good for you. Your time has expired unless you would like to purchase some more. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you come in with gifts and money, be gone. Disappear to back where you were. Oh, Tabitha, sprinkle, sprinkle. Conversation starter with rich old man. Ask them questions about something that you know that they're interested in. Just look at them. You can tell their interest. Ask them if they know, because most of the time they're more talkative than you. So just keep asking them questions of whatever they're talking about. You know, you could just ask anything, even if it's just about their car. Like, oh my gosh, if it's a new car. If it's an old car, don't ask them about it. It's like, oh, is that a pretty good car? I was thinking about getting another one. Or like if you see them at a gas station, if you see them somewhere else, wherever they're next to, ask them about it, because old people love to teach. Oh, Rosa, rich, but after our date, he didn't text anymore. Okay, on to the next, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. On to the next. On to the next. Don't waste time thinking about someone who don't want you. Okay? That's literally it. Okay, a lot. If you met him online, a lot of these guys just want dinner for the evening. Okay? For free. So, if you met them online, most likely they're not going to text back if all they wanted was company for dinner. So therefore, hopefully you had a good dinner. And don't worry about people that don't text you back on to the next. Free food, ma'am. Okay, Melissa says, I told my provider man I think I'm pregnant. He's on holiday in Dubai. He said he's stressed on his trip. Now, how do I make him happy about it? Okay. You should have waited till he came back, ma'am, because now he might not come back. Now that's the wrong time to tell somebody that, ma'am. Like, don't y'all think about stuff before y'all do stuff? Okay, so now he's stressed. Now he's going to go de-stress. How you think he's going to go de-stress, ma'am? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Save that for when he gets back. Now he's going to go and try to figure out how not to think about it anymore, how to distract himself, how to de-stress, whether he wants to come back or not. Now he has time to think about changing his whole life around because you're not even there. Now he's like contemplating on, like all the negative stuff because he's on vacation. You know what I'm saying? So you should have waited till he got back. The best thing I can tell you is if you are not sure if you are pregnant or not, just say, well, I'm still not sure. I haven't been to the doctor. So it could be a false alarm. So give him some false hope. And then when he gets back, tell him the truth. Oh, Leslie, sprinkle, sprinkle. The 80-year-old said he wanted to marry me this year too. He is delaying. That's my question. Okay. Well, maybe he doesn't really want to marry you because actions speak louder than words. So maybe just set it up to go to the courthouse and get the marriage license and then go get married at the courthouse, because maybe he doesn't want a big wedding because he's thinking about how it looks. You know what I'm saying? To an 80-year-old man and a younger woman. So maybe you just need to go to the courthouse, ma'am. Suggest a courthouse wedding. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get him down to the courthouse. That's all. Get him to the courthouse. Okay, what would you do dealing with a cardiologist and Googled his money? I asked him a question related to the Google search, and he knew immediately how he's now pulling back. Why would you do that? You're supposed to Google and then not tell them anything. That's just supposed to be for your information only. Well, at least you learned, and now you won't repeat in the future. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Learn and do not repeat. Okay. Now you know better. It's called common sense. I'm sure someone like him probably Googles himself. You know that. So he's going to know exactly what's on there. And so if you say something that sounds like what's on there, he's going to know you Googled them. Unless they tell you to Google them, don't give them any indication that you have. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said y'all aren't thinking with these dudes, be more calculated. Exactly. But he's a cardiologist. You already know he's paid. Okay. You don't have to go Googling his money. You know he paid. Period. That's the difference between an optometrist and a cardiologist. One, you know for sure they paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You should be dating smarter. You should be dating with more men of means, more providers, and not doing too much. Is game stop showing men your hand? Exactly. Don't do it. Keep that a secret. Okay, sorry, I had to take something. Procrastinator. What a name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, y'all dated for a year, spent 30K, and hadn't slept with him, paying your mortgage, but rejected allowance. Do I just tell him I ran out of cash next few months? I like him. Okay, 1 year, 30K. Rejected. Okay, pay your mortgage. Okay, you need another one, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he can't give you what you need 100%, you do not give him anything 100%. Okay, so he's not a full provider, but he is providing. So therefore, you need an extra provider if he's not full provider, and he knows that. Until he chooses to be full provider, then he's not exclusive. Get it? So go get another one to give you the rest of the stuff that he's not. Okay. If you need to make him a full provider, you don't have to tell him anything. He already knows. He already knows what he has to do to become full provider. He doesn't want to. That's why he hasn't suggested it. So just zip it. I'm trying to help y'all without spilling too much information. Zip it and go get your little extra one on the side for some extra spending money. Okay. Okay, 50K dropped out of, okay, you dropped out of college. You're 22. Parents are religious and strict, forced me to move back in small town with them. No options. And man, old man, don't you, if you're 18, you do what you want. Old men you meet here treat you like, okay. Then the best thing I can tell you, do you have a car? You need to, if you have a car, you need to drive on the outskirts of town or where people have more money or whatever, and go meet you somebody. I don't know. A lot of people make bad decisions when it comes to how they spend money, what they do for their career, or they go to college or not. The best thing I can tell you is maybe focus on starting a business or finding a sugar daddy to pay off your bills. Who cares if how they look at you? Are they giving you money? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how they look at you or how they treat you. If they're treating you like that, then they're not the one. You need to find someone that likes you 10 times more, like I always said. So if you can't find someone that likes you 10 times more, then don't deal with them. Go to another town. If you have a car or if you have a friend that can pick you up or do whatever, go, because you're just trapped now. You're literally just trapped. Now, once you're grown and your parents aren't going to help you do anything, they just let you move there so you can get out of debt. So unless you plan to work and pay all that debt off, I don't know how long you're going to be there, man. Or find you a shortcut, sprinkle, sprinkle, or a job. Go work on the rich side of town, ma'am. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you married a Dusty and you divorced him thanks to you. Oh, thank you, girl. Y'all listen to this woman now taking your advice is the dating in the dating world. Thank you forever. Okay, girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Get your money, ma'am. Dust free living. Okay. I missed some chats. Hold on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is the scientific explanation for wanting to be with a Dusty? Low self-esteem, low self-value, not understanding your worth or your value, wasting your youth, wasting your energy on a man who does not love you. Okay. It's just a trick. It's literally a trick. That is the scientific reason behind it. It's called brainwashing. Society has brainwashed most women to take the least and give the most. And it's psychological. Once you break that and start to create your own way of thinking and your own morals and values, you won't settle for dust anymore because you realize it's a trap and it doesn't get you anywhere. And once you deal with dusties, your value and your self-esteem about yourself starts to dwindle because you shouldn't be with them in the first place. And deep down inside, subconsciously, you know that. So it works on your psyche. So that's why you shouldn't be around dusties and broke people, because it's working on you mentally, saying that that's all you deserve. Okay? So get it together. I know I deserve the best, so I'm not giving myself the worst. Because who you choose to be with is who you giving yourself. It's like a gift to yourself. Are you going to gift yourself the worst thing? Are you going to accept the very least in society? Are you going to represent accepting the very least in society? When people look at you from a distance, do they automatically assume that you've taken the very least in society? Do they look at you and say, that lady looks like she takes the lowest of the low and the very least of society? Think about how you look to yourself, then think about how you look to other people, and then think about how you look to that dusty. Look at it from different perspectives. How do you see yourself when you see yourself with a dusty? How does a stranger see you when you standing there with a dusty? Think about it. Then you will be more embarrassed to be seen with the lowest of the low than you would be embarrassed to be seen with somebody who's beneficial to you and that's actually has some type of status and money. You get it? So you don't want to be stereotyped of only dealing with the lowest of the low, because that makes people that are of higher quality not want to even deal with you. So if you're constantly entertaining dust, no one is going to want to deal with you, because now you're known as someone who only deals with the lowest of the low. And if you continue dealing with the lowest of the low, that's how you see yourself as well. So once you stop dating dusties, you can never go back. Oh, Louisa, you appreciate me? Thank you, girl. How to attract rich provider? They look smile, but no approach. I attract only dust, even don't talk to dust. Okay, you got to change your entire look. Okay, there's a standard for different types of men. If you're trying to get rich, you gotta look the part. Okay, you can't look like you belong to a dusty. You just can't. So go and get you a old money makeover. Go and get you a classy woman makeover. Okay, and that's what you are gonna attract. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So it's all about how you look, who's going to approach you. You know, I mean, from your photo, I think you need a different makeup look and a different hairstyle. And your clothes needs to be classic, chic, less patterns. I don't know, because I can't see your clothes, but you need to get you a classy woman makeover to attract rich men. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you're starting to level up and change for the better, and told my husband I deserve nice things. He said, why do you think you are deserving? Because if he asks you, why do you think you're deserving? That should tell you how he feels about you right then and there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all I'm saying. That should tell you he should have agreed with you, man. He just told you you don't deserve it, and that he ain't doing it. So guess what? Go find someone who does think you deserve it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all he had to say to me. That's all he had to say to me. That was it. I'm done. I mean, if he's a provider, I'm not leaving, but I'm gonna go find someone who knows my value at the same time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, one won't do, another one will. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be dumb. So, honestly, your own husband just told you ain't worth it, ma'am. So, either prove him wrong and don't tell him about it, or stop doing for him. Completely. Just stop doing for him. Everything that you've ever done for him, don't do it no more. Because he's not deserving. Okay. Next. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When he asks you why you're not doing A, B, C, and D, tell him he's not deserving. Or ask him why he deserves it. All right? That's an alternative. Well, why didn't you cook? Or why didn't you do my laundry? Or why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you do that? Well, do you deserve that? Okay, then. I deserve nicer things. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you need to tell him. Same thing he told you. And the game shall begin. Okay. You said how to recognize rich men. Go to rich side of town. They are rich over there, okay? Okay. During the day. Yes. Go to rich side of town during the day. Run some errands. You say he pays the bills? Okay. Girl, I keep forgetting your question because you keep putting them in little parts. Well, as long as he's paying bills, I don't know what to tell you, man. I forget the whole question that you asked in the first place, but to each their own. Get your money. But I'm not dealing with no dust. Okay. Thank you, Mari. I appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your provider wants to meet you once a month. What should I do? I don't know. That's up to you and your provider, ma'am. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's see. You said, what's the verdict on dating apps? For lazy people, people who just want a companion at dinner. In my opinion, like if you're lonely and you don't like to eat alone and you're a man, get on a dating app. If you don't care who you sitting across from, as long as they look good in public, get on a dating app. If you don't want to be taken seriously, get on a dating app. Stop being lazy. Go out and meet people in the real world. Okay. And most of the time, when y'all keep asking me about men who ghost y'all or men who don't text before making a date, it's because y'all met them on dating apps. Stop. Y'all can alleviate about 1,000 questions a year if y'all just get off the dang dating apps. Y'all can alleviate all the "what if he ghosted me" question. You can alleviate all well, how come he didn't text me before the date that he set up? Y'all can alleviate all them same dang questions if you just get off the dang dating apps. Okay? Go meet people in real life like they used to when they used to actually meet people with money. Get off the dating apps. That way I don't have to answer 25 questions about being ghosted because you meet men online. That way I don't have to answer 25 questions every live about how he didn't text to meet up or how he didn't text you after the date. I don't have to keep answering them dumb questions if y'all stop dating on dating apps. I will not have to answer them. I'm trying to tell you, they only want dinner and to be seen in public with somebody pretty for free. And the next day they're gonna be out with the next chick on the dating app. Okay. So if y'all could just avoid it altogether, I could stop answering the same dumb, stupid questions because y'all keep going on dating apps, getting the same dang results. Get off. Go out. I'm trying to tell y'all how to go get the bag, and y'all still on the dang dating apps. All right. And wondering why you being ghosted and they not texting you or calling you back because you're just a temporary option to fill the void of their loneliness for literally 1 or 2 days. That's literally all you are. Get off the dang dating apps. Okay. Okay, cardiologist girl again. Do you think you can spin the block and get him back on the roster? He told me he might take me to what he want me to take him to coffee. I'm not bending over for no man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The answer is no, ma'am. If you take that grown, able-bodied cardiologist man to coffee, you are a pick-me-sha. So this is what I would tell him. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not taking you to coffee. But good luck, and I wish you the best. Dismiss him like that, and he might start chasing you again. Because if you can go do better than him, he's going to wonder who you're doing better with. He's going to wonder why he's so easily dismissed. He's going to wonder why you're not lining up like the rest of them for a chance. So dismiss that dude. Don't take no grown, able-bodied man to no coffee. Love yourself. Okay, dismiss that. I wouldn't even be bothered with that. Because I know I can go get better. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm going to go get better. Who your boss? Who's the director of the hospital? What's his name? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can Google him, go Google his boss. If you can Google that cardiologist and accidentally say something to offend him, and now he wants you to take him to coffee, you can Google his boss. You can Google his director. You can put yourself in their path as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because you know that's what I would have done back in the day. Oh, you want me to take you to? Oh, okay. You're going to see me in the hospital cafeteria with the director and his boss or his boss, cheesing it up. Give him a little wave. Oh, Lauren, sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't become a pick-me-sha. Become dust free. Get the bag. What would SheRaSeven do? Lauren, thank you, girl. That's what SheRaSeven would do. Go get a better one. Oh, Joe Lindsay, thank you for being a member. You said cardiologist is a girl? What? And go get a better one. Okay. What are some things I can do to increase my confidence and self-esteem? I got the looks down, but I need confidence to go with it. Okay. Act like me. Act like me. Mafina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Husband only pays rent but doesn't help with kids. It's hard advice. Make him help or threaten to divorce him and put him on child support. I bet you he'll start helping in. Okay, thank you, Rose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give him an ultimatum. Look, either you help me with these kids, you hire somebody to help me with these kids, or I'm divorcing you and getting some child support. Which one is gonna be? Bet you he gonna pitch in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You give him your duties that you need him to do. All you got to do is put your foot down, man. Otherwise, ain't nobody gonna listen to you. Sarah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Boyfriend wants us to live together in November, and get married, but by next year. Any tips on moving in another than no cook clean? He's 18 years older. Okay. No cook clean, of course. That's obvious. No laundry. That's obvious. Get jewelry. Get some jewelry. Get you an engagement ring or a promise ring. Make him spend money and invest in you the whole time that you're there. Level up everything you can while you're there. It could be your wardrobe, your car. Get all your bills paid off while you're living with him, by him. So gather the most you can get while being there so that it's not a waste of your time, just in case he doesn't want to get married. That way, if he starts to drag his feet, you still have gotten everything you wanted. And even if you start a little small online business while you're there with the money that he's going to give you, start you a savings account, start you a little small business, or invest in something. But make sure you're getting the most out of living there first. Make sure he's a full provider as a boyfriend, as a living boyfriend. Okay. Don't do the most either. Don't become the most active in that relationship. Okay. Keep it him liking you more and him doing more for you and him continuously investing in you too, so that you're growing. Just because you move in with somebody, a lot of people get stagnant and they stop asking for so much. I ask for more. Oh, Miley, sprinkle, sprinkle. Caught provider paying for what? Ladies of the night. Not yet prepared to leave. Also recently had okay. Deep in my emotions advice. Okay, that's who you're with. How much is he providing? Is it worth it? Can you make it on your own without him? Did you stack money? Do you have a business? Okay. If not, I would get on that, because if you don't want to deal with him anymore, at least you have all the benefits that he afforded you while you were there, and you doubled and tripled them and stacked them. And now you can leave whenever you choose to. So if you're living with a full-time provider and you're not doing those things for yourself, you should be. If you haven't done those things for yourself, get on it ASAP, and then make your decision of whether you're leaving or not. Because when you leave and you do whatever you got to do, you're prepared. You get it? So I would just cut him off in the bedroom and I would focus on myself. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Until you're ready to make that decision on your own. I would just cut him off in the bedroom, stack my money, and focus on myself. Literally. Because you can't put someone as a priority and not yourself as a priority before that. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you ain't got no wig money? What can you do? I don't know. Like, they got synthetic wigs you can buy that look pretty good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't afford a synthetic wig? Girl, go to AliExpress. You can get you a human hair wig for the same price as you could get what you call it? A synthetic wig at the beauty supply shop. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It might take a little while to get there, but you'll have your wig soon. The next month. Somebody said Temu got wigs. Girl, go to Temu, AliExpress. You can get it. Then style it yourself. Someone said get you a $30 bob. Okay, Shireen, sprinkle, sprinkle, cheated on him because you felt like you was a pick-me-sha and he wasn't a provider. Now I feel bad because he left me. 5-year relationship, how to heal. So you regret leaving a man after being with him for 5 years without him providing? You feel sad? You feel bad because you left a non-provider. You feel bad because you left a grown, able-bodied man who was not providing. You feel bad about that? Think about it. You're free now. Take a deep breath and only deal with providers from now on. You're free. That's how you look at it. Why would you feel bad for leaving someone who's not a provider. You didn't leave anything but dust. Okay, your boyfriend's a provider and covers all expenses, including bills, extra monthly self-care. However, he is quite immature and lacks proper hygiene. Should I stay? I don't know how old he is and whether why don't you just compliment other men who dress better and who have better hygiene and like tell him that he should do that. Okay. So when you see a mature gentleman that has proper hygiene and properly dressed, it's like, oh, he looks so nice. Oh my gosh, he smells like, I love the cologne he's wearing. It smells so good. You should get some. Or just tell him, take a shower. Fix yourself. Because don't nobody want to deal with that. Just be blunt. That's what I would do. I say, you need to go do something. Or just get some air freshener and every time he walk by, spray. You'll figure it out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every time he walk by, be like this. Just have your spray in your pocket. Every time he walk by. Oh, thank you. A feminine way to say I don't pay for dates. Girl, you got to look good. This says it all. This says it all. This says it all. If a grown, able-bodied man expects you to pay, go back to the mirror. Okay. If you're meeting men online, get offline and go meet men in person, not online. Don't go on dating apps. All right. This should say I don't pay for dates. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your level of desperation should be 0. That means you don't pay for dates. You shouldn't be going with someone that looks just as good as you or better. That means you also don't pay for dates. If you're going out on a date with somebody who likes you 10 times more, who you look 10 times better than, or at least 5 times better than, they already know you're not paying, right? That's how you know. It's obvious. If it's not obvious, you might have a problem. Okay, procrastinator, sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you just keep asking him for cash until he's mad and revisits allowance? Yeah, and just keep asking him. Or just keep talking about how you got to figure out how you're going to do A, B, C, and D until he offers you the cash. Uh-oh, Amma. Would you be with a man who read the 48 Laws of Power book? Yeah, because I read it and the Laws of Seduction. I mean, and I've read that and the Art of Seduction, so he wouldn't work on me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would date anybody who read that because I read it too. Now we have something to discuss. Like, oh, did you like the book? How did you feel about it? Yes, that was my favorite quote as well. So it really wouldn't work on you if you know all the stuff in the book anyway. So what's he gonna do with that knowledge? Oh, my mealy, sprinkle, sprinkle. He has to use it on someone else, obviously. Okay, here's some money out of his account since he wants to pay for prostitutes. Thank you, Mealy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Stick it to him. How much was the prostitute, girl? I think you should give me the same amount. Just, he won't know. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You sis. She's sitting there mad. That's how you do it, ma'am. And go and order yourself something nice online while you at it. Eric Kern. They got luxury shops on Amazon too. It'll just say Amazon. It won't say what you spent it on. Just say Amazon. Okay. How do you find a provider in or where? Go to rich side of town during the daytime. There you go. Okay, so let me tell y'all one more thing. A lot of y'all who are in dusty relationships or 50-50 relationships or relationships with men who don't pay bills, remember those men don't love you. Let me repeat that. Those men don't love you because they're not providing for you. That means if you said today, right now, can you be my full provider? They will literally make a life-changing decision to take you out of their lives so they don't have to provide for you. So what does that tell you? They don't love you. That's literally what it is. That's why I don't see why y'all waste time on non-providers. Oh, Alma, what to do when men try to shame you for leveling up? Leave them in the dust where they belong. Okay? Ignore them and keep it moving, because there's nothing you can do for them but wish them the best and hope that they figure out how to get out of their dustiness. That's all you can really do. So if you think about it, you might be in a relationship with a man for 5 years and he's not paying bills, right? And if you ask him, okay, well, can you be my full provider? Can you do this? I'll give you this much time to get your stuff together in order for you to be able to do that. If they say no right away, if they don't even try, they don't like you in the way you think they like you. They don't even love you because they chose themselves. They chose not to be a full provider, even though that's the man's main purpose. They chose not even to be a man for you. And so therefore, do they really love you, or do they love the fact that you're able to pay half the rent or pay for this or pay for that, and they don't have to pay 100% and they're getting to sleep with you and get the best years of your life without actually having to be a provider? They don't love you. They don't. So if you really think about it, a grown, able-bodied man is supposed to be a provider for his woman. Because if it came down to it, he would either choose to provide or to leave. What's he choosing? Now, ask Pygmisha this. If a Dusty comes along and he says, well, I can't pay for anything because I'm Dusty. If Pygmisha really love that Dusty, she gonna provide. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Pygmisha? But when you ask the same question to a grown, able-bodied man, he's going to let you know whether he loves you or not by the answer that he gives you when you ask him to provide. So that's all the proof that you need, ladies. That's all the proof. I give him some time. Give him 6 months. Give him 6 months. If he can't provide fully in 6 months, he hadn't figured out how to, if he don't love you enough, if he'd rather go and trade you in for another 50-50, then let him, because he don't love you anyway. He loves being broke. He loves poverty. He doesn't like success, and he wants you to struggle. So how is that love? Choose providers, ma'am. Get away from dust. Tips on navigating more than one. Be smart, switch your wig, go to different sides of town. If you don't wear wigs, switch your accent, switch your makeup look, go to different sides of town, and switch your name. Have a nickname. That way, when someone calls you, that's not your name. No, two people ain't gonna turn, especially if you're smart. But let's say you're out with Bob and George passes by and he knows you as Tracy, but Bob knows you as Sarah. When he yells out Tracy, you can't look. You on the wrong side of town to turn back for Tracy. So Bob don't have no idea who Tracy is. He know he was Sarah. You see? So therefore, switch your name, switch your wig, switch your accent. You said everybody around you feels weird. Weird me dating older. Okay. It doesn't matter what they feel. They don't have to pay your bills, ma'am. Do you care what everybody feels about everything you do? That's not none of their business. All right. I really wouldn't care how they felt. When would you tell them your real name? Tell them people call me this. Tell them your nickname first. Then tell them your real name when y'all got to make real name plans. Okay? Because nobody needs your real name to take you out to dinner. The only time people need your real name is when they're trying to book a flight, when they're trying to take you on vacation, when they're trying to put something in your name. Okay, Amelie, sprinkle, sprinkle. Is straight hair better than curly? You get 50 plus men. Is straight hair better than curly to get 50 plus men? 50 plus men, it depends on what race they are and how much money they have. You know what I'm saying? So it just all depends. And also where do you live and what part of the country do you live in? Because styles and everything is different. Whatever works for you, try both and see which one you pull. Oh, Nayway, sprinkle, sprinkle. What about the husband that pays all the bills but don't want to take you out on dates? Go out on dates with other people, sprinkle, sprinkle, or take yourself out on a date, or just go have fun. Honestly, I feel like if you've only been married for a few years and your husband's not taking you out anymore, that's probably a problem. So you just need to tell him, look, take me somewhere. If you've been together for a long time and dates aren't that special anymore, then take yourself out. Go have fun. Go out with your friends. Go do fun things. Oh, Danica, sprinkle, sprinkle. Go out by yourself, go out with friends, or make him take you out. That's all you're gonna do. Right? Mm-hmm. You said dates are not that important when bills are paid. Just ask for his credit card. Exactly. Take yourself shopping and take yourself out, man. Or do stuff you don't like to do and get his card and do it with his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Choose providers, women. Okay, so let me go back to the little part where I was talking about how being with Dusties are making you look bad as a whole. Oh, thank you, Chloe. Hi, beautiful. Outside of restaurant and bar, what places do you recommend to meet providers? Outside of restaurants and bars, definitely go to normal places in rich areas of town while you're running your errands. I would always say nice car dealerships, service areas of nice car dealerships, like luxury car dealerships, expensive gyms in the rich side of town, grocery stores on the rich side of town, like Whole Foods. Yes, social clubs, yes, of course. Country club, tennis clubs, golf clubs, pickleball clubs, etc., etc. Grand openings, like charity events. Join your Rotary Club. Make sure you're joining the Rotary Club in the rich zip code. The rich zip code. Go online, look up Rotary Club and type in the rich zip code of your town. Join that Rotary Club. They're always sending out invites every week to social events. Okay. Every week when I open my emails, I'm flooded with invites to social events in the richest part of my city. I don't really be going that much, but if I did want to, I have those options. Oh, Electra, sprinkle, sprinkle. You met a 62-year-old with a wife who agreed to send 10K a month for a year, owns $500 million business. He lives in Hong Kong and me in LA. He sent the money, but haven't heard from him. He said he did say we might not talk. Girl, who cares then? Get his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Danica. He'll contact you when he's ready, but invest that money, man. Save it, start a business, do something. Donica asks tips on becoming obsessed with myself as a recovering pygmisha. Okay. I'm in a committed relationship, but I care too much about him more than he does. Okay. Then get out of the relationship or stop caring about him. That's the only thing you can do. Put more emphasis on yourself. Whatever you're doing for him, stop and start doing for yourself. And let him do for you. Daisy, sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's not doing for you, he don't love you. He don't want you. He don't like you. He doesn't value you. All right. The only way you're going to learn is to put it into action and stop caring and care about yourself more. If you need someone else to care about, adopt a pet, get some friends, do something. But you got to take the amount of attention and care that you're giving to him and put it on something else. The best way to do is putting on yourself, doing self-care, going to the spa, you know, like, and he's not even your boyfriend. I mean, he's not even your husband. So instead of, I don't know what you're contributing to the relationship, but instead of contributing anything financially, use that all on yourself and then ask him to contribute financially to you as well. That's how you stop caring about someone way more, because you're going to see their true colors when you ask them to do the most. You're going to see their true colors when you ask them to care about you the same way you care about them. And it's going to be a wake-up call when they tell you no. When they say, I'm sorry, but I don't feel the same way. Then you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm not putting any emotions into this if you're not putting any emotions into this. And I'm just going to be here to collect all the benefits. So that's how you can do it. Just stop. Stop putting more in than you're receiving. That's the dumbest thing you can do. It's like throwing money in the garbage can. It's like throwing your emotions in the garbage can. It's like throwing money in the garbage can when you give more than you receive. Now, for a man, they're the providers naturally. So they're supposed to give. You are the receiver naturally. So you're supposed to receive. If you're not receiving more than you're giving, then you're emptying yourself and you're losing. Uh-oh, Moody Cakes by Sweets. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Nikki. How do you get a married man to become my provider? Well, if he didn't approach you to provide for you in the first place, then you shouldn't be dating him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We said how to go on dates when living with a provider. Make up an excuse and tell him that you're going somewhere he doesn't want to go, and then go. Okay. Tell him you're going to church, Bible study, something. What is a Rotary Club? Look it up online, ma'am. Google is one of the best educators out there now for free. Just look it up online. Rotary Club, and then type in the rich zip code of your city. It will explain everything. Okay. It's a social club about the local community, basically. Basically, it's a social club that has to do with your community. There you go. Said very valuable. You were put in Rotary Club in high school. Very valuable. Yes. You get invited to all the stuff. All right. Okay. Like they'll send you email invites, so you can decide what you want to do or not. And sometimes you don't even have to go to the meeting. You just sign up for the online stuff and they just send you stuff. And if you want to go, go. Okay. You said what to say when much older men immediately ask why I would be interested in them. Tell them you only date older men. Shoot. Young men are too immature and stupid and they ain't got no money. Well, you don't have to say they ain't got no money, but that's obvious. Say, it's like I only date older men. Younger men, we just don't really have much in common. I find myself more mature and more intelligent than most younger men. Then they'll be flattered at the same time. They'll just lie. I'm sorry, I only date older men. I find them more intriguing, more interesting. And younger men are like just a little bit more disappointing these days. They're too immature and we have very little in common. That's all you got to say. They'll be like, true that, true that. No, just kidding. They'll be like, oh, yes, I understand. That means you're not focused on looks or partying either. So if you're going to get with an older man, you can't be focused on his looks or trying to party every night. It's going to be different dating an older man versus dating a younger man. So you got to get that in your mind. Old men don't hang out late. Old men don't club hop unless they're going through their midlife crisis. Oh, Nayway, sprinkle, sprinkle. He gets jealous with attitude. If I go out, he's homebody and I want men to take me out in the city. What if somebody sees me in the city? How to sneak? You need to switch your wig, ma'am. Switch your wig, switch your makeup, change your name. Tell them you going to your mama's house. You need to figure out how to get an airtight alibi. You need to figure out all of those things, because if you can't, then you're not free to do what you want. Or you need to do how these Dusties do. Pick a fight and an argument and tell them you're going over your mama houses and go out. Y'all know how them Dusties do when they want to get out the house? They pick a fight, then they leave, telling they going on I'm going on my mama house. Man, I can't stay here. Do the same thing. If you have a job, say it's for business. I have to go on a business trip. Or I have to go to the social function for business, and it's at night. Type up a fake something on the computer, email it to yourself from your company, wherever you work at, and show them. Sprinkle. Okay. If you don't have a job, then, say it's a charity event. Make up a fake charity event and send it to yourself online. There you go. Someone says volunteering. Exactly. You say your sugar daddy want to fly you to New York. He's a famous CEO and anti-aging skincare company. Ooh, tell him to send me some stuff. He sounds legit with evidence to back it up. I've never been flown out before. I'm 20. Girl. Okay, so I wouldn't go, but not because of his status, but because you're 20 and you've never been flown out before. First of all, if he's not putting you up in the finest hotel with your own room, don't go. That's number one. You need to be flown out. If you're going to be flown out, get your own room at the finest hotel or the finest hotel of your liking, and ask if you can bring a friend, because 20 is very young and you need some backup. You need some company. So see if you can fly your friend out as well. Make sure y'all get y'all's own room and money to go shopping. Otherwise, it's not worth going. Have him pay your bills before you leave, because you're missing work, obviously. Have him pay for the kennel for all your 4 giant dogs that you may or may not have for while the time you're there, because that adds up too. Have them pay for your airport parking, transportation to and from. And that's it. Like, if you're going to get flown out how they used to do in the 90s. All right. In the 90s, when we get flew out, the whole crew coming, the friend coming, there's shopping involved. You get your own room, etc., etc. Nowadays, I don't know what y'all doing, trying to get flown out. Get flown out like they used to do in the 90s. Oh, Nancy, sprinkle. We believe together. Well, you've been together 9 months, but never buys me jewelry. Okay. Tell him that's what you want. If he don't do it, tell him, you know what? I think I deserve jewelry, and keep talking about it until he does. Keep talking about it until he buys it for you. If it's a deal breaker, he don't love you, because why wouldn't he want to give you something that you want? So talk about it until he gives it to you. Sprinkle. Your girl in the 90s, girl, they fly you out. They fly you out. They don't fly people out like they used to. They're using them frequent flyer miles from their credit card. True. So get all your stuff paid for in advance. Say, I'm gonna have to take off work. That's about this much money. I'm gonna have to put all my giant dogs in the kennel. That's about this much money. I'm gonna need to go shopping if I'm going to New York, because I don't have no New York clothes. So I'm gonna need some shopping money. And I'm gonna need my friend, my bestie, to come with me, because I ain't never been nowhere before and I feel strange going by myself. So that's the deal if you want me to come out. Sprinkle. And I'm gonna need my own hotel room. Otherwise, don't do it. Know your value, know your worth. Because think about this. You're 20 years old, right? I'm sure you look good and you're pretty. But if you were to ask a woman 30 years old or 20, maybe even 27 years old, the same, she would require much, much more. The only reason he's dealing with you is because you may require a lot less. So therefore, know your value. Oh, Moody Cakes, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to deal with husband who want to swing. Who want TSO to swing. What was that? He's a pro low. I don't even know what that means, but honestly, what's a pro low? I don't even know what that means. I know what swing means, but I don't know what a pro low is. What's that? Okay. I wouldn't do it, and I would record that as evidence for future divorce information. Answer would be no, but I would ask a lot of questions so that I could get a lot of evidence, just in case you need it, man. Be like, okay, so what would this acquire? And why would you want me to do this? And what if I was uncomfortable? Record the conversation. No, I don't think so. That's just not something that I would be interested in. Okay, well, I'm glad we discussed this, but the answer is no. And please stop trying to convince me. All right. You got your answer? All right. Let's not have this discussion again. Keep it on record. Then when he act the fool, then you got it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Miss Rocky, how to act like you don't care and make him obsessed by literally not caring and caring more about yourself or somebody else at the same time so that you don't put all your care and energy on one person. Okay. It's like this. Now, it can work for you or against you, depending on the relationship. So let's take business as an example. If you only have one business, you put your all into one business, you're probably going to thrive because you're putting so much energy into that business, right? But if that business is not making any money and you're putting all your time and effort into that business over and over and over, and it's not making money, what are you doing? What you doing? Now, let's say you have another business over here and you split your time equally. And you say, okay, I'm going to give some energy to this business over here because it might seem more lucrative. And I'm going to put a little bit of energy into that business. All of a sudden, this new business starts making money. So now what do? You put more energy into that business because it's giving you something in return. It's giving you money. Now, if this business is no longer profitable, you kind of stop putting as much energy into it. And maybe you start a whole nother business and you start getting profits off of these other two businesses. Okay. Now this business over here, it may start showing a little bit more profit. It may start doing a little bit of something because you're not focused on it too much. And now your focus is elsewhere. You're thriving elsewhere. Now, when this business starts picking up, because you're not overthinking it, you're not trying to overdo it, you're not putting your picture on everything. You know what I'm saying? Then now you have 3 successful businesses or 3 businesses bringing in a profit instead of putting all your energy into one thing that's not doing anything for you. You give energy elsewhere to receive energy back elsewhere times 3. Okay, that's just math. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The new rich friend is trying to get some. You're attached to him, but he hasn't spent enough money on me. How do I tell him that's all he needs to do? Tell him you feel like going shopping this weekend. Tell him somewhere's having a sale. Tell him you need some new shoes and boots for the fall. Just start telling him the stuff that you want to do that costs money and see what his response is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said, why are 304s entitled to men's money? They're not. Men give women money if they want to. Women aren't entitled to a man's money. A man wants to give women money in exchange for their attention. Okay. So like when a provider man approaches a woman, he already knows in order to impress her, he has to spend. So out of his own free will, he'll approach a woman that he finds attractive and will try to impress her by wanting to spend the money on her. And she'll say, okay. And that's what it is. A man is not entitled to spend anything. Most men have free will and will spend if they want to. Okay. Now, if you're in the presence of a woman and she doesn't want to deal with you because you're not impressing her enough by spending, then it's also her free will not to deal with you if you're not spending money. It's not entitlement, it's called free will. Because if you don't, the next one will. You see how that works? If you're not spending money and she says, okay, well, thanks. Great to meet you. Bye-bye. The next man will spend money. So it's not an entitlement, it's a preference. Oh, Christina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, how do we get a provider if we are young? That's the best time, ma'am. As long as you 18 and up, sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to look like you're worth being provided for and act like that's all you deal with. Don't take nothing less. Keep your standards high. Tell them what you want. Oh, Michaela, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 19 with a 39-year-old. How do I deal with my family who really don't approve? Are you with him? Are you living with him? Or are you just dating him? Is he providing for you fully? Is he equipping you with the things in life that you want? Because otherwise your family shouldn't know about him if he's not doing the most. You know what I'm saying? So for example, if your 39-year-old isn't paying all your bills or whatever bills you have, if they're not giving you money, if they're not allowing you to live your best life, if they're not living in a lifestyle that you actually want to live in, nobody should even know about them. If they are being a full provider, if they do have money, if they're giving you all the things that you want, your family really don't have anything to say about that because you're a grown woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And as long as you're getting benefits out of it and stacking your money and doing what you want to do, that's all that really matters. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter, David. We all have our preferences. If you don't like women like me, then go find Pygmisha then. Go find someone that has lower standards. We're not keeping you here. You're free to go. Okay, Joy Moore, sprinkle, sprinkle. What to look for when seeking a provider husband? A man who takes full responsibility, doesn't complain a lot, someone who likes you 10 times more, and wants to impress you by being a provider. That's one of his qualities and skills that he's using to impress you with. That's how you can tell. Okay. And he takes accountability for things. He's smart financially and he knows what he wants and he likes you 10 times more. Uh-oh, Lisa, sprinkle, sprinkle. You had dinner with a potential provider, but he pointed out my bag, said he knows it's Balenciaga. I said, yes, I got expensive taste, but it's from Temu for $14 in calm, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You told him it was from Temu? Well, good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. I don't know. You told him it was from Temu or not? That's funny. Oh, Amma, sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it immature to want your future provider to look attractive? It's not immature. It's just wishful thinking. So, do you want to deal with an attractive provider? That's up to you. Oh, MH, sprinkle, sprinkle. What age is considered young as a woman? As when you look young, do you look young? Do you feel young? Are you young compared to the age of men that you're dating? So To some people, I'm older. But if I'm going to date somebody way, way older than me, or if I'm married to someone way, way older than me, then I'm still young to them. You see? So if I'm 45 and I'm dating someone, or I'm married to someone 25 years older than me, I'm always young. See? So how old is the person you're dating? That's how young you are. So if you want an attractive provider, put that on the list, get it, experience it, and decide if that's what you really want. All right. Siren, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for all your help. Shira dated a Dusty for 5 years. You're 27 now. You're free and had experience with a provider already. I continue to work on my mindset. All right, Miss Siren and sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your provider. Yes. Well, good. I'm glad you left that Dusty here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No one should be with Dusties. Platinum Elite, sprinkle, sprinkle. You have to be a special woman to get special treatment from men. Hood rats need not apply. Okay, we already know you, Dusty. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the donation, though. I'm sure hood rats wouldn't apply because they'd be too busy chasing behind Dusties. All right. Princess Hannah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Afrobeats Casting, sprinkle, sprinkle, for being a new member. So y'all are talking to hood rats. It says hood rats need not apply. But the funny thing about a hood rat is they just have to change their outfit, change their clothes, and change the area of town that they hang out in. And they could be dating a millionaire in a week from today. But where's the Dusty's going to be? Same place. So it's faster and easier for a hood rat or a pygmisha to level up than it is for a Dusty, because all they got to do is switch their wig, change their makeup, and go to a different side of town. Literally that easy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look, switch the wig, switch the outfit, and go to the other side of town. Hood rat could be dating an old rich man in 2 weeks from today. Y'all seen the movie Baps? That is literally that easy. Okay. You said he punching air? Oh my goodness. Hood rats apply wherever they want to apply because it's easier for a woman to change than it is for a Dusty to get paid. It's easier for a woman to change her manicure, her hair, her makeup, and her outfit than it is for a man to change his bank account. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all got to remember that. Y'all leave Dusty David alone. Let him be in his dust. He's having a Dusty moment. Let him have it. All right? Let him vent about how bad women are because he can't get one. Okay? Let him vent. Who else he gonna vent to? Ain't no woman trying to hear him. He feels like this is a safe space. Let the Dusty vent. Go ahead, vent, Dusty David. Get it together, Dusty David. And after this, go figure out how to get some money. All right. Anyway, y'all. Sometimes y'all got to let Dusty's vent because, you know. This is how you recognize when you're out on dates what to avoid, ladies. This is for your own good. Read how they speak. If you hear that coming out of another man's mouth that's in front of you, you know how to walk away. Okay? You can hear the excuses, the projection, all of those things. Study, learn, improve, avoid. That's what that's for. Okay? Study, observe, improve yourself, and avoid. Joy Moore, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 26. Is 2 or 3 years enough time to date before marriage? So, yeah, that's plenty of time. I mean, That's plenty of time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Dusties are always angry. Yes. So write that down on your list to look for when you're dating a potential. Angry. Blaming people. Not taking, I'm making the list right now. Responsibility. Complains a lot. Puts women down. What else? I got the list. Tries to lower standards. Argues back and forth like a biatch. In his feminine era. Add that to the list. And when you encounter someone, you can check off anger, blaming, not taking responsibility. Oh, shoot, we halfway to being a Dusty. Complains, puts me down, tries to lower my standard. Okay, you didn't pass the dust test. Release yourself. Dismiss yourself. All right. So David has literally passed the dust test. He's the Dusty. So dismiss him. If you're Dusty, this is what you will be doing. You will be angry. You will be blaming everybody except for yourself. You will not take responsibility for your actions or your poverty. You will complain, and you will also put women down. You will also try to lower the standards of other women, and you will also argue back and forth with women as if you are a woman. So therefore, we can now safely say that David is definitely a Dusty. So ladies, I hope you learned. Even though his presence here might have been annoying to some of you, we have our list and it's checking off, and it's everything I told y'all earlier in the video. It's kind of funny that he shows up and literally checks everything off of our list. So this would not be an example of a provider just by his conversation, just by what he's using as words in his comments. We know he is pure D-dust. Okay. So therefore, you avoid that type, no matter how hard they try to convince you that they are not Dusty. That means they're even more Dusty. So you've already got all the information you need to dismiss them. And if they keep trying to argue, they can't let you go because their plan backfired. And now it's like, okay, well, you're Dusty. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Please dismiss yourself. Now they want to get mad and like try to bring you down because they can't get your attention. All right. So dismiss dust. Stay dust free. Learn the difference between how dusty men talk and how successful men talk. Okay. Now, y'all know when Russell comes on here, it's all positive. It's all money. When men that have something to actually add, whether it's negative or positive, they state their opinion, give the money, and that's literally it. They don't go back and forth arguing with people. They said what they said. They leave like the masculine men that they are, right? They may not agree with me. They might agree with me, but they're not sitting back and forth, acting like a child, placing all the blame on people, putting people down, doing this. They're not doing the most dusty activities, okay? So that's how you know the difference, ladies. Uh-oh, key, sprinkle, sprinkle. No bar idea to meet rich men casually daytime. Okay, grocery store, gym, country club, tennis club, pickleball club, Whole Foods. Okay. Park, rich side of town. All of these places need to be on the rich side of town. Car dealerships, service areas of car dealerships, golf, shooting range, not shooting ranges, driving ranges for golfers, rich area of town, Rotary Club, charity events. Okay. Yes, if they're using the word simp, they're definitely dusty. So write that down too. Uses the word simp. Definitely dusty. Because it's not simping if you got it. Obviously, they ain't got it. And people need to realize that. It's not simping if you have it. Okay. It's kind of like when you have money and you want to go out to eat. You can pretty much go out to eat at whatever restaurant you don't have a budget, but it's only like simping if you don't have it. It's only simping if you don't have it. If you have it, you're going to make more money. You're going to spend money because you can, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if a woman only wants you to take her out to dinner. You're not losing anything. You're being seen out in public with a beautiful woman. If nothing comes of it, great. If something comes of it, great. But it's not simping if you have it. Y'all are like, Dusties are so stupid. They can't even get past poverty mind enough to know that a dinner at a fine dining restaurant is nothing to a man of means. It's literally how they eat every day. They're not spending their whole paycheck, sir. They're probably just spending their extra points on their credit card from paying so much money on other things. You know what I'm saying? It's not simping if you got it. If you ain't got it, just say you ain't got it, David. Say you ain't out here representing all the broke men and mad about women who don't want y'all. Just say it. Because I'm saying it for you. You broke. Just say I'm broke. Just say you broke. Say how to say you broke without saying you broke. Read all of David's posts. He broke. What should we think of men who do regular jobs and not have a lot of money? Are they dusty? Are they providers? We're not talking about are they dusty or not. We're talking about, are you going to choose a provider? Are they providing? What book should I buy first from you? I Bring Nothing to the Table. Get that one. Then get Too Pretty to Pay Bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then sprinkle, sprinkle. Then you can get my other book, The Wisdom of SheRaSeven. And then Leveling Up to Your Best Life. That's like a coffee table book to improve your own lifestyle. Okay, found out rich man you met has a family. He asked me out to dinner. He thinks I don't know. How can I capitalize off the situation? Go along with it. Go along with it. Ask him for something. See if he give it to you. Mention something you might want or need in the future and see how desperate he is to have a little extra side piece. If he ain't got nothing to offer you, then you being a free side piece. Know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mention it not this soon. Because if he's not actually trying to give you anything, it's not really worth it. You save that for when you need it. So like if he stops, let's say he starts giving you stuff. Then all of a sudden he's mad because you won't do A, B, C, and D and he stops. Then that's when you bring it up. You use it for when you need it. Don't use it when you don't need it. You use it when you need it. So let's say he says, okay, yeah, I'll pay your bills, or yeah, I'll take you here, or yeah, I'll give you this, or yeah, I'll give you some shopping money. So he gives it to you. The next week you say, okay, well, I need this. And he says, okay, I'll give you that. And then the next week he's like, no, I'm mad at you because you're not doing A, B, C, and D. Da, 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 da. Now you come up with something major that you really want, like a purse, big bills paid, new car. Once he's fallen for you, then you tell him about his family. That's when you get the big bucks, okay? You don't give him information that's not going to be beneficial to you at that moment. You save it until you get everything that you want, or at least something major, okay? Big time, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think somebody triggered him. Okay. Any guidance for women who prefer women? No studs though. You better have some money, because like if you want someone that's equally as or better looking than you, then you got to have money too. Like feminine women like money. to be spent on them. They like to feel like the lady. If you want to feel like the lady, and you want a lady, and y'all want to feel like the lady, then y'all need to date 2 men to spend on y'all, and y'all go home together and leave the men behind. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what I would be doing. If I was one, what y'all call them, lipstick lesbian. If I was a lipstick lesbian, I would have me and my girlfriend go out and pull men to spend on us, get their money, and not do nothing with them and just leave together. That's what I'd be doing. Y'all doing it wrong. So y'all go out and pull together, get money spent, get bills paid, and then leave and don't deal with them. Then y'all can laugh and talk to each other, and it's like, girl, we got him, didn't we? All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then literally none of y'all having to spend on each other because men are spending on them. Y'all can save y'all money, start a business, do whatever. Get y'all an old man who can't do nothing anyway. Get y'all an old sugar daddy who can't do nothing anyway. Have him fund y'all's life, and hell, y'all have the best life ever. That's what I'd be doing. Shoot. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Any grown, able-bodied man that has time to argue back and forth with women got little PP syndrome. Okay, just know this as well. Just, you're broke, you got little PP syndrome. Don't you? Like, there's something about women that he does not like. What is it? The rejection when they see the size of it, or the rejection when they see the size of your paycheck? Whichever one it is, you're still projecting. You need to go fix that. Let me tell you how a man with big money and big other stuff deal with women. Not like this. Okay. Just think about it. You ever seen a man that got big checks and big other things? They don't act like this. This is Lil syndrome. Oh, Platinum Elite, Sprinkle, sprinkle. You are more a stud than a femme. Nothing lipstick about you. Are you talking to me? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, you would know, wouldn't you? You in the LGBTQ? He's an expert. He must be dyslexic in the LGBTQ. Do you know what a stud and a lipstick lesbian is? Or are you part of the LGQTP? Are you dyslexic? Because we don't know. Shout out to all my dyslexics out there. Y'all need to help him out. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Not these women. Okay, Lil David. We're gonna call you Lil David. He went from Dusty David to Lil David real quick. Because even though he dusty, he's also giving off Lil energy. You know how all these women are out here getting BBLs, David? And flying to Turkey to get all this surgery and stuff. Y'all know how all the women are doing. They also have surgery for men too, to make other things larger. Maybe you should look into that. Okay. Oh, Christina, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're a minor. You have nowhere to go. Then go to school. That's the best place for you to be. Go to school. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go to school. Go to work. Oh, Amma, sprinkle, sprinkle. The Dusties are on a lunch break. I see that. What time is it? Yep, that's about lunch break time. Okay. You see shrimp energy. You can tell, right? Like, ladies, y'all know the difference. Women who understand this, Y'all know big energy from little energy, right? This is giving way little bitty energy. Oh, Mintanji. What if you don't have your own car and your provider doesn't let you use his, especially if mad and doesn't want to buy you one either? Do you have a credit card, man? Do you have a credit card? If you have a credit card, you can rent a car, or you can Uber or call a car service to pick you up and take you somewhere. Sprinkle. You got a credit card? Or you can call someone that you know that has a car that can drive you somewhere and just give them some money. Like, pick me up, girl. I'm going to take you to eat. Okay, Hasso Bonnie, sprinkle. Hasso Benny. Thank you. Grace, thank you, sprinkle. How to respond to a provider when he gets cocky after spending time with me? How do I get more from him when he thinks he's already doing the most? Tell him every little bit counts. Thank you. Now you're going to figure out how to get the rest. So whatever they do for you, be happy about it. But then it's like, oh, well, thank you so much for helping me out a little bit. I really appreciate, the things that you can do. That means you didn't do enough in nice, nasty words. Is posting quotes about providing men childish? Okay. If you keep posting quotes about providing men, it's just going to get the dusties away from you fast. Right? And once you've cleared out the dust, this is how you attract the rich men. Start posting quotes about positivity, about things that rich men are attracted to, like positivity, business, and things like that. Self-mastery. Okay. But you need to weed out the dusties out of your following first. So post the stuff about that. So you get rid of the dusties. Then start posting more financial stuff, more positive stuff, more self-mastery stuff. And that's what's going to, rich people follow stuff like that. So you're going to be on their suggestion page on social media if you post rich stuff, like positive stuff, getting money stuff, elite stuff, then they're going to say, suggest it to you. And his rich man is going to go like, oh my gosh, I like that meme, or I like that saying, follow. And now you got rich men following instead of dust. All right. Dust. Okay. Let me tell y'all what attracts dust on social media. Booty pics, poses where your booty is behind you and your face is having to turn like you the exorcist. Those attract dust. Party pics where you're always constantly partying. That attracts dust as well. Dusty music on your posts also attracts dust. So you need to switch up how you use social media by putting less dusty music, less dusty pictures and poses, more information, financial positives and self-mastery, classier outfits and clothing, because some people on their suggestion list, it's only going to go with the similar stuff that they're already looking at. So you need to blend in fashion-wise, hair-wise, quote-wise, whatever you're quoting, music-wise. All right. So switch it up and you'll start getting social media to suggest you to men with more money. Sprinkle. Don't be attracting dust out there. Uh-oh, Lindsay, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. So do a whole social media makeover if that's what you need to do, or start a whole nother one. And so let me tell y'all something. On social media, if you click on someone's profile, especially on Instagram, if you click on someone's profile, it's going to tell you like people that they suggest underneath after you follow them. And if all your suggested underneath are ratchet or dusty, that's going to be like a dead giveaway of who's following you and who you follow. All right. So if you don't believe me, go to someone's profile on Instagram that you're not following, that looks interesting. Click on follow. Then right under it's going to say suggested people to follow. Look at the type of people that they're suggesting. Either they're already friends with that person or they're similar people. You can't hide what you do on social media because of the people that they're going to suggest, the other people that you follow. So that's how you can test it, by knowing that dusty people are going to pop up on your suggested if you don't clean that social media. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me read the chat. You said I missed the chat. Hold on. Tips to help me start fitness business. Ask anybody who already has one. Look at people that already have a fitness business and find the most successful one and follow their plan. Thank you, Lindsay. Sprinkle. Thank you, Montage. Never buy a woman anything, make her please you, and slaw you. I don't even know what that means. So Platinum Elite is definitely Dusty. He's giving strong, only deals with Pygmisha vibes. Ash, Sprinkle, is an Uber driver that makes 1.9K a week, Dusty. He told me women should pay small. The girl, now if he's saying that women should do this and women should do that, he Dusty. Sprinkle. Dusty Uber driver. Tell him to go get his passport. Sprinkle. You know, it's funny when women start suggesting for them to go get their passport. Let's see. Let's do the calculations. You said 1.9 a week doing Uber. And how long is he gone? How many hours is that? Let's do the calculation. What about calculator? 1.9. What else? Let's just do one. Let's just do 1,500 a week. That's 4 weeks in a month. That's only $6,000 a month. Someone said 2,000 a week. Okay. So it's 8,000 a month. Okay. Can you live off of that? How much is your mortgage? He works 12 hours a day. Okay, so he gone for half the day. Girl, move on. What is you doing? You need 2 Uber drivers then. Sprinkle. One that work the day shift, one that work the night shift. If you into Uber drivers, girl, get you 2 that make the same amount or more. Uber Black at least, so you'll be riding around nice. So get you 2 Uber drivers. Maybe 3 if you're good, girl. 1 is not enough with that salary. So you're gonna need 2 or 3 if you're into Uber drivers. 1 Uber driver is not enough. You're gonna need 3 Uber drivers if that's what they're working with. Okay. You started dating a provider recently and you find it hard asking for anything with a large price tag. Any advice? Just ask for one good time and let them tell you no, and then start acting different. Their only solution is to give you what you want. Lena, Sprinkle. Advice on how to act if I'm not attracted to him. Okay, act attracted to him. Fake it, ma'am. Thank you, Ash, Sprinkle. You left him, but he was 6 foot with green eyes. Okay, sounds like a super Dusty to me. Oh my gosh. What good is 6 foot with green eyes if he ain't got no money? Ain't got no green money. I'd rather some green money than some green eyes because you can always buy contacts. Okay. And 6 foot ain't that tall to me because when I put on heels, I'm taller than that. So I'm going to need him to have some green money. Pain Zam, Sprinkle. Thank you, Shira, for a lifestyle. My man sent me 60K in 4 months. Next 4 months, he's going to do 80K. Okay, Sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Get your money, girl. Sprinkle. Uber who? Uber driver who? That's right. That's how you do it. Get your money. So, yes. 6 foot with green eyes. That was my second boyfriend in high school. Okay. This is why I can do what I do, because I've already had all of those things. Now I'm focused on the money. Oh, Alma, sprinkle, sprinkle. You so funny. Oh my goodness. Thank you, girl. You only go for looks when you're young and money doesn't matter. When you grown, you about grown things. All right. You said, is Shira divorced? No, I've only been married once. I'm still married. This channel is also a financial advice channel. It makes zero sense to get a divorce when you can grow financially. This is the difference between wealthy families and broke families. Broke families are always divorcing for emotional reasons. Rich families stay married and pass their wealth on to their children. Remember that. I think more people should think like that. Uh-oh, naughty dread, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Build your wealth. Don't dwindle it. Okay. See, back in the old days, marriage was to build wealth, not for dumb emotional reasons. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I've been married for years, all decades almost. Mm-hmm. Why do some rich men stop texting you for a while and never hear from them again and kind of want you to chase them? Because they have so many options of women. And if you met them online, they definitely don't care whether you call them back or not, because they have so many options online. So that's why it's important to meet men in real life. And also, you shouldn't be chasing behind no grown, able-bodied man. If they liked you 10 times more, they'd be chasing you. Do you really want a man who doesn't like you that much? You're not losing anything. If he doesn't like you 10 times more, why do you even want him? He ain't gonna do nothing that you want him to do. Uh-oh, Panzam, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Was she a Y? Oh, is this you on here? Okay, you're a guy. I'm sorry. I have to zoom in to see the profile pics. Thank you, Pansy. Okay, why are the short guys always dusty? Because they haven't tapped into their little man syndrome yet and realized that they're going to need some money in order to be taken seriously in this world. Okay, so all they got to do is tap into that little man energy, that Napoleon Bonaparte energy, that Bruno Mars energy, that Prince energy, and find it deep within to go get some money, because that's what they're going to need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, okay, Masara, sprinkle, sprinkle. You married for money, but I sometimes crave deep conversation. Am I being too emotional? No. Girl, they got AI robots on the phone now that you can have a deep conversation with. Or you can have a deep conversation with another person, maybe someone that's not of romantic interest. You can have friends, perhaps there's another person like that shares your interest online that you could talk to, that have something in common with you. And remember, even if you did marry for love, your husband may not always have the same interests as you do anyway, or be emotionally wanting to connect on that level, because there are women who did marry for love who husband won't even connect with them emotionally either. And they sitting there broke and wanting a conversation. Okay. So think about it. It's just men in general. Oh, Brejon B, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you, Matija. How to choose a career when we have too many interests and you are marrying in a family of super achievers. Choose the career where you don't have to do anything. Be the opposite. So, for example, don't compete with your family. Do something super easy, so where you can marry a rich man, or that you can open your own business. You know what I'm saying? So something very feminine, something fun, something that you actually like to do, that you would actually do for free. Since your family is full of super achievers, you should have enough money, enough freedom to be able to choose something that you really like to do and grow it financially instead of trying to compete and do something you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So find something that you really enjoy doing and do that. And then, you know, if it comes down to it, you can just marry rich. Or sorry, y'all. I said I missed a question. Hold on. Let me scroll. How to deal with disrespectful words from provider. Don't you have some disrespectful words too? That's how you deal with them, with some more disrespectful words coming out your mouth. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. That's why I was doing that. Okay. So if someone disrespects me, they're going to get the same thing back in a nice, nasty way, maybe. Like, okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but there's nothing I can do about that. Anyway, I saw these new shoes that I really like. So can I get your credit card? Ignore it. Like, you can't disrespect me. I'm not listening. I'm about the money. Well, I'm so sorry you feel that way. But anyway, I need some money to go shopping. Disrespect his feelings and his ego. Oh, Brejon B, thank you. Sprinkle. Well, you're A, B, C, and D, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm so sorry you feel that way. Anyway, I need to go get my nails done and go shopping. And I promised my friend that we do go do something this weekend. So I need the card. Do you even hear anything? Are you just watching their lips flap and you're waiting so that you can pause and tell them exactly what you need? I don't hear no disrespect. As long as you're giving me what I need, you could talk all the trash you want to, because I'm not listening anyway. Sure, I had a dream that you went live with Donald Trump. Slay. Sprinkle. Y'all so silly. That's some weird dreams, but okay. Okay, anyway. Girl, me and his wife probably be friends. Melania. Okay. Okay, Kay, sprinkle. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, yes, providers only, ladies. Stop choosing dust. Stop thinking about dust. Stop trying to get over dust. Stop wishing that that you don't have to deal with dust, and just stop dealing with it. It's not a good look. Sprinkle. Do providers like plastic surgery? I don't know. Get one to find out. See if they'll pay for it. I don't know. If you don't need it, I wouldn't get it. Sprinkle. What you need plastic surgery for, ma'am? What's wrong with you? Okay. You said what? What if a long-term boyfriend, if he claims he will become a provider if you help him get a green card? Girl, lies. Sprinkle. Oh, Christina, sprinkle. What should I go to school for and where to work? Whatever you feel like you could do well in, that you have true interest in. But a lot of times people don't usually end up doing what they went to school for anyway. So just do something that you really want to do right now. Do something you really want to do right now. And then when you get older, the experience from whatever you learned or whatever you're doing may lead to something different. But I always say do something that will allow you to open your own business, not have to work for someone else. So whatever that is for you, do something that leads to entrepreneurship in the future. Okay. Or at least gives you enough flexibility to do what you want, and date and have kids and have the freedom to do what you want, you know? I don't suggest the corporate world. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Valeria. Appreciate that. What's my cash app is on the screen. SheRaSeven. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it your provider wants you to do more for yourself, insult your relationship, and call him your roommate if he don't take you shopping? You a roommate? He's your brother now. Funny. You said your dad has a girlfriend similar to my age. You're 21. You have been having problems. Okay. Men are going to date a woman as long as they're legal. Okay. You shouldn't have any problems. Like, that's just who men are. You got to understand this. There are also women who will date older men because they like money. So she likes his money. He likes her youth. Just understand that. Okay. I'm sorry you're having problems with it. That's just the reality of the world that we've always lived in. Just have to understand it. It is what it is. Go get you a man older and richer than your daddy, and then see what happens. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't bring his girlfriend around your sugar daddy then. Okay. Who did that? Whose daughter recently did that? Y'all seen them pictures. Anyway, somebody's daughter recently did that. They were seen on a beach with an older, richer man than their father. Paparazzi took pictures. Okay. What if he's a provider, gives you cash, but he also dusty and lazy? How's he a provider, gives you cash, and also dusty and lazy? That don't make no sense. Do you know what a provider is? It means you don't have to work no more. It means you don't pay no bills. It means you have everything you want from that person. So are they a provider, or do they just give you a little bit here and there? That's called breadcrumbing if they're only doing those little small things. Okay. Are they providing you with the lifestyle? Because some people think providers are just somebody who give you a little chump change here and there. That ain't no provider. That's a breadcrumber. Provider is someone that can provide your full lifestyle. Paying bills, paying car notes, giving you money to go shop, get your hair done, get your nails done, give you a credit card. You ain't got to clock in nowhere. That's a provider. Uh-oh, Ray Ann Sprinkle. Yo man is mad because I wouldn't kiss him. What to do? Tell them, well, if you want me to kiss you, we're going to have to be in a committed relationship because I don't just kiss everybody. And in order to be in a committed relationship, I have to have a full provider. And then tell him why you don't go around kissing everybody. I'm not going to go around kissing every random person. because they took me out to eat, or because they claim me as they want me, claim me on them, claim me financially. Give me some money, provide for me. I'm not going around kissing everybody and they just because they like me. That's stupid. That's what you need to tell them. How do you prolong no kissing after you've been committed for a while? Just tell them you don't like to kiss. Like, that's something that I don't do. I don't like it. Keep finances private to get more from men. That's right. Okay. How do I cut off an engagement? I don't think he can afford my dream lifestyle. Do you have a ring? If you already have a ring, tell him you want a bigger ring. He'll start getting the picture. If he has a problem with upgrading your ring, then tell him, like, well, you know what? The kind of ring that I want is also a reflection of the kind of lifestyle that I want. And if you can't even afford the ring that I want, this is not going to work. Be very superficial so he breaks it off. Keep the ring, though. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, I would definitely find a replacement before breaking off that engagement. At least know that you can replace him with somebody better. Because if you can't, you might regret that if he can give you a decent lifestyle. So if it were me, if you know 110% you can do better, then do what you got to do, man. Okay. Oh, check my phone. Hold on. Which one? You sent me a Cash App? I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay. Lovey, Kiara, Rocky, Kimmy, and Lorena sent me Cash Apps. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Let me get into my other. I have 2 Cash Apps. Let me get into my other one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Oh, thank y'all. Okay, let me see. Let's see what y'all say. Thank you. Hold on, it's catching up. Dang, hold on. Hold on, I have to wait till it loads. Okay, your provider is getting comfortable and want him to start doing more again, like being romantic, gift giving. He says he wants me to get career, go to school. Okay. Hold on, I got something for you. Okay, thank you, Ariel. Thank you, Renelle. Thank you, Lorena. For where to find providers on the weekends. Early in the morning, go to the golf course, go to the gym, go to breakfast early. You got to get up early on the weekend to find older rich people. Okay. Charity events, galas, those type of places, tennis clubs, stuff like that. Brunch on the rich side of town, or something like that. Okay. Rocky, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Kimmy, thank you. All right. So if he's getting comfortable and wants you to get a career, okay, he's telling you, this is what he's telling you. You need something to do. You're too focused on him. Put yourself first. This is what he's telling you. He's saying, you're paying too much attention to me, man. You need a life. That's what he's telling you. So yeah, pickleball clubs too. Yeah. So thank you, Amber, as well. So Astro Girl, get a life. That's what he's telling. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That's the wrong person. Hold on. Okay. Soul Divine, you have a provider, but ready to level up with some money. What do I talk to an old man about? We have nothing in common. Okay. If you have nothing in common with an older man, then it's going to be harder to date one. You got to buff up on your mental. Okay. That means you got to buff up on your reading, your, current events, your knowledge about certain things that older people like, hobbies. You got to buff up on this. If you don't have it here, it's going to be harder to deal with older men, So I suggest just talking to random older people. It can even be older women. Like whenever you're out and about, just start talking to older ladies, talking to older people in general that you're not going to talk to romantically, and see the stuff that they like to talk about, and then apply that information when you get approached by older men. Okay. So let's go back to KK. KK, he's telling you to get a life because you're too focused on him. Okay. That means go get you some friends, go get you something to do, start you a business, stop looking at him to make you happy. You got the money, you got the lifestyle. Now go get yourself. That's what he's telling you. And I agree. Okay, Matasia, Sprinkle, you're 38, between jobs, and want to try opening a business. You're afraid your family and your boyfriend and future husband will judge me because they're very successful. Okay, well, if they're very successful, they should be funding your business. Sprinkle, okay? So if your boyfriend is serious, he need to be giving you money to start your own business. If he's very successful, you shouldn't be in competition with no grown able-bodied man. Either he helping you or he's hindering you. So which one is it? Is he giving you the startup money from it? Or at least some of the startup money for it? If not, then you shouldn't be worried about what they think. Okay, Astro Girl, sorry. What to do if you're young and successful and still want a provider? Don't want to give off the vibe that I don't need a provider. Any tips? Okay, don't tell them that you're successful. Sprinkle. Thank you, Amber. Sprinkle. Appreciate you. Don't tell them you're successful because then they don't know how to impress you. Always allow them to give you stuff and pay for stuff and always be a receiver. Let them figure out you're successful later after they've invested a lot. Okay. So yes. Sprinkle. How often do you go live? Whenever I go live, whenever I feel like it. Sprinkle. Like whenever I feel like it. It's very random. Thank you, Jasmine. Sprinkle. Thank you, Kiara Cat. Sprinkle. My question in the comments. Okay. I hope I see it. Sprinkle. Is it above this or after it here? There's a lot of comments. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Emily. Sprinkle. Husband pays for everything but wants me to cook and clean. Well, get his credit card and hire someone to cook and clean for you, or order DoorDash and put it on a plate when you get home. Okay? Because think about this. And your husband provides and pays for everything, right? So whether you were living there or not, is he paying the bill? Does he give you shopping money? Does he give you money to do extra? How much money is he giving you? Is he paying you to cook and clean? Because if he's just doing the bare minimum, then that doesn't include cooking and cleaning. Get it? So how much is he giving? Is he giving you enough to want to get in the kitchen and smile and cook the best meal ever? Or is he doing the bare minimum? Because some women will cook and clean because they want to. Some women don't like cooking and cleaning, so they don't. It just depends on what you like. Oh, Leah, Sprinkle. Please see my comment below. It won't let me send in super chat. Okay. I'll try to see it. But definitely understand, if that's not something you want to do, you shouldn't have to do it. Okay? At least not all the time, maybe once or twice every once in a while. But if you don't like doing that, you ain't got to. You shouldn't have to. Okay. Mm-hmm. Girl, what? Sorry, y'all can't read any of the comments that y'all are saying y'all are leaving us. You said you had a cleaning service growing up, and cleaning isn't my best trait, honestly. Like, people hire someone. I'm not the best at it. Exactly. Just say that. Okay. It's literally 2024 going on whatever the next year and the next year. People grew up different than they did in the old days. A lot of times people did have cleaning services or ordered out. They didn't have people that's always cooking and cleaning in their house. So they may not have those skills. Thank you, Rethable. I hope I said that right. How to not mess up by being too demanding. Know your value, know your worth. Make sure the man likes you 10 times more. That way you're not demanding at all. If a man likes you 10 times more, you can never be too demanding because they're eager to please. See? So before you become that demanding, make sure that man likes you way, way more. Sorry, y'all. Clicked on it again. See, this is why people need to listen to the whole videos, because sometimes they don't know that the man is supposed to like you way more in order for you to be demanding. So find that formula, find that combination. Okay. And when you do, you'll probably never go back. If you find a man that likes you way, way more and do whatever you want, eager to please, you'll never go back to anything else. So you got the cleaning lady coming tomorrow. Good for you. Oh, Kara, sprinkle. How can a wife shift the power back to her when her husband stops buying gifts and providing money? Lately, he says he doesn't have it. Okay, then he's spending it elsewhere. Start asking to see the money and the budget and the finances. Like, that'll get him to start spending. I promise you. It's like, you know what? I want to become more interested in the family finances. So I want to see all the bank statements. I want to see this. I want to see that. Start getting inquisitive about the budget and the bank accounts. Then he gonna ask you what you want. All right. Start wanting to see stuff. Watch what happens. Oh, Daisy, sprinkle. Any update on your meet and greet? And I'm not having a meet and greet no more. But thank you, girl. Sprinkle, Daisy. I had to cancel it because of crazy weirdos. Oh, Leah, sprinkle. What hints can I give for potential at the first meet? Look good, look expensive, but not like they can't afford you. But look like you got options and they're not the only option that has money. Talk to them as if they're already a provider. Not like you hope that they are, but like they already are a provider. Well, I'm so glad you're treating me to dinner tonight. You're spoiling me already. It's so nice to meet provider men. That's it. Engaged to full provider and pregnant, need to break him of his hoarding habit. Any ideas how? Move. Sprinkle. Suggest to move. That's the fastest way. We need telling y'all need a new house with a new baby, and y'all got to move. And hire organizers and packers and movers to get rid of all the old stuff and have them put up a yard sale or a garage sale and earn the money off of all the junk that they're hoarding. Okay. That's how you do that. Hopefully, if y'all can't move, just hire an organizer to come de-junk and have a yard sale for you. It costs money, but they'll do it. Or if y'all can't do yard sales in your neighborhood, because I know there's deed restrictions in some places, you can do like maybe an estate sale where they set up all the junk that y'all don't want anymore in a nice, like luxurious looking way and sell it. Or you can call the junk people to come pick it up if it's not worth anything. The junk haul will haul it away for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. How to know when to be mean and when to be feminine and cute. When you're mean, it's usually to benefit. If you're not benefiting from being mean, then don't be mean. So when everything else is not working, when your feminine charm is no longer working, that's when you become mean. When you try to be nice and it didn't work, that's when you get mean. Okay? When you tried to be nice and feminine and he did not hear you, that's when you get mean. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said passport bros are getting married. Good for them. So many women are getting their green card. I'm so happy for them. And coming here and then dumping them dusties ain't gonna get in the real money. That's what I tell them to do. Get your green card, come here, have you another one lined up with some real money, switch and switch. Okay. You only have to endure that for a few years. And in the meantime, while that dusty puts you to work, I hope you're meeting your next husband with money. Okay. That's what I always tell anybody trying to get their green card from a dusty. Always be looking to upgrade on them as soon as you get here. Just as soon as you get here, start looking for the money. Because anybody that has to go, looking for a wife in a whole nother country because they can't afford the women here, you already know they're going to be asking you to work and they dusty. So use them for their green card. Get it. Don't have no babies by them. Do not get pregnant by no dust. All right, ladies that need their green card, do not get pregnant by your first broke husband. Save that for your second rich husband. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Rayanne, what to do if I don't like my man at all? Well, love yourself and do the most for yourself with your man's money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You know what? You said what? Give examples again on what to say when a man agrees to buy something for you. Tell him, let's go right now. Pull up your cart on your phone and have him pay instantly right now. Like, don't wait. Get it right then and there. Oh, angelic. Ghosted him and got 3 PayPal sent in 2 days. Thank you, Shira. Girl, get it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you do. You said by any means necessary. Well, if you got to travel the world, get your passport stamped, go to a whole nother country to feel like a king. Well, after all of that work, by all means, you should do it. You got to travel halfway across the world to feel like a king. You might as well do it because you can't do that over here with no Uber check. Leah, sprinkle, sprinkle. He keeps mentioning okay, and saying you're SY looking. Okay, I just met him. He is dust. Is he dusty or should I change conversation or ignore? Okay, so if there's automatically start talking about that, the best thing that you can do is say, well, thank you. Thank you so much for noticing. And then switch it back to the conversation. Thank you for noticing. Anyway, so I saw these really cute shoes that I like. Or anyway, so Aunt Ethel isn't feeling too well. And like I was telling you before, just quickly acknowledge it, then go back to what you were saying. Quickly acknowledge it and say, thank you so much. Well, anyway, what I was saying is, like, it doesn't faze you. Like, it doesn't phase you. I know I'm already looking good. I know I look like this. I know I turn you on. Now, what you gonna do to get? What you gonna do? How much money you got? What you offering me? How? I know I already impressed you. Now, how you gonna impress me? That's how you do it. You just glaze over it, ignore it, and go back to what you were talking about. Okay. The return of on like, okay, well, thank you anyway. So anyway, what I was talking about on Ethel, yeah, she's taking a turn for the worst. You know, I got to go fly out and see her. I just got to figure out how I'm going to get the money for the plane ticket anyway. Oh yeah, really? You think I'm sexy? Well, thank you so much. Well, anyway, so what do you think? You know, should I go visit Aunt Ethel? I need to get the funds for that. Oh my gosh, travel is so, you know, hectic. But you know, this might be the last time I'm going to see her, and she's my favorite aunt. Anyway, yes, I thank you so much. I know it looks so good. You know, I do need some new lingerie. I really do. But anyway, so what I was saying was, yes. Oh, you want to buy me some? Oh, that's really nice. Well, anyway, I can't really think about that right now because I'm so worried about Aunt Ethel and how I'm going to get to her. I need this plane money, and you know, maybe like, you know, I do need to go shopping for the trip, so maybe I can squeeze in shopping with some lingerie. But you know, that's going to cost more than I had planned to spend this month. You know, that's how you do it. Get your money, man. What to do when you get caught in a bad lie? Pinch yourself for being a bad liar. Do better next time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The best way to not get caught in a bad lie is to strategically create the lie and mix it with truth so that you can't get caught. Duh. Don't y'all know? Y'all need to watch my old videos. I talk about the truth sandwich all the time. The best way to lie is to mix the lies with the truth. If you mix the lies with the truth, if they can't debunk the entire thing, they're going to have trouble believing that the whole thing is false anyway. So you mix the lies with the truth, and it's very hard to catch you. And if you can, use names that are unisex when you're talking about people. Like, or instead of saying he or she, say them or they or this person. You know what I'm saying? So that way they don't know what you're talking about, who you're talking about. And when you go back, they can't say you lied because you actually told them the truth at the same time as you lied to them. So it's just how they perceived it or comprehended it. It was their fault, you see? So you need to learn how to lie better if you're a bad liar before you start lying. Okay. I need to go watch my older videos. Oh, Jen, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 34. What age do you think I should be dating? A man who's old enough to pay all your bills, buy you a nice car, and give you the lifestyle that you desire. Whatever age you think that is, man. And who likes you 10 times more. Okay? So do that calculation. That's probably about somebody in their late 50s to 60s. All right? Oh, thank you, Natalie, for sending the cash out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Lovey, thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. So, okay, so a lot of younger women have been saying, well, I don't need to know how to get an old man. If I want a provider and this and that, anybody can get an old man. Well, go get one. It's gonna provide. You know, a lot of young women are like, well, anybody can go pull an older man. Well, go pull one. Go quit your job, go pull one, go be fully provided for. Go buy your dream car, go buy a luxury vehicle, go move in a nice neighborhood, go shopping, be a lady of leisure. Go do all of that. You know? If anybody can do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. My super chat ain't working. I'm sorry. It's working for some people. Okay. So I know anybody can do it, but can you do it? Do you even want to do it? If you can pull a provider of any age, I don't care. Whichever one you can pull, go pull them. Go pull whoever you can pull. That's a full provider. I don't even care as long as you're happy and you're getting everything you want. Yes, anybody can pull an old man, and if that were the case, everybody would have them an old man living a lifestyle. Think about it. You said super chat works, but can't mention money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So just use another word for money, I guess. You said, Ike said his job is hiring. An older man, what? Yes, use another word for it. How long do I hold off before they get the goodies? Okay, how much have they invested in you to where if they got the goodies and they didn't call you the next day, that you would still be good? How many bills have they paid? How many gifts have you gotten? How much time have they spent? How much money have they given you and put in your bank account to where if they get the goodies and they don't call you back tomorrow, you still win? That's how long, and that's how much they need to be invested in you. So for some women, it's a couple thousand. For some women, it's 10,000 before they, do anything, because they need to know that that man can literally afford to provide for them and invest in them fully and to take them seriously enough. And let's say if you're a man and you done spent $5,000 to $10,000 on a woman and you sleep with her, chances are you're returning and you're going to continue to date this woman because you've highly invested in her versus taking her to 2 dinners. You see? So the more you make them spend, the more you make them invest in you, the less likely they're going to disappear after you give up the goodies. So be wise. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be wise with that and sparing. I got to go in a few minutes, y'all. You said old men are boring. Yes, but you're exciting as a younger woman. That's how you get the money. That's why they like you 10 times more, because you're exciting. You're fresh. You're spicy. You're interesting. See? The dynamic is what's needed. They're boring. They're old. Why else would they want you if you weren't the opposite? Uh-oh. How to make him a money man. It's our 3rd date and he is attached and wants weekly dates. Words are selective. Okay. Tell them what you need. And if you can't, it's like, you know what? I love seeing you weekly, but I really need to focus more on saving up money or, doing this and doing that, because I have things that I need to do financially. And, it's harder for me. So I'm going to have to see you a little bit less so I can get my finances in order. It's just, if I just had a little help with A, B, C, and D, then I'd be more free, But since I don't, I have to figure this out on my own. Then, I just, maybe once or twice every couple of weeks, I can, squeeze in some time to visit or, whatever. But right now I feel like it's like I have to figure this out. I don't have that much help. So if they don't rescue you from that, do not date them anymore. They don't like you. How to not like someone who you had deep feelings for. Well, did they do anything worth having deep feelings for? If you think about it, were you infatuated or did they really earn that? That's what I always think about. Were you just infatuated? Was it a chemical reaction? Or did they earn those deep feelings? What have they invested? What have they done? How have they benefited your life for the better? What would you have not done that was beneficial to you without that other person? Did they bring you more to your life? Did they add value to your life? Or were you better off after they left than before they came into your life? If not, you were just infatuated and you need to just chalk it up as that. Uh-oh, Empress Sprinkle Sprinkle took me shopping at Bloomingdale's. Very cutesy. Yes, Empress Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay, Christine. Finally got you on your live. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Leveled up after dating a Dusty because of your videos. Now I'm in a year with my provider, Habibi. Thank you. Uh-oh, girl. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Get your money, girl. Yes, leave them Dusties alone. Only choose providers, man. Yes. So, congratulations, y'all. So anyway, that's my cue. I gotta go. But don't date dust. Don't become infatuated over dust. If they're not benefiting you, they're taking from you. Only choose providers. You don't feel guilt about leaving somebody that don't even love you. If they're not full provider, they don't even love you. Yeah, they just practicing on you and you're a placeholder. Oh, Princess Hannah, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I want to attract a pretty femme wife goddess provider. No studs, no men at all. Any tips? Okay. You got to be a stud yourself. Sprinkle Sprinkle. I don't know, because I think pretty feminine women need the dynamic of a masculine balance. Unless they like the same type of woman, then you got to look just as good as they do. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there's like, I don't know what type I don't know what you're looking for and what you're like, what you look like as an individual, but you got to be on their same level in order to attract what you want, you know? Get on that same level. Be the person you want to attract. So whatever you're looking like, if they're into feminine looks, then maybe they'll be into you. Don't they have like a lesbian bar where it's like lipstick lesbian night or something? I don't know. Maybe y'all should look into it. Sprinkle Sprinkle. How do you be exciting? You just are. You just either got it or you don't. Okay, either you got it or you don't. You can't become exciting unless you have an exciting life. So go get an exciting life. Have some exciting experiences. Stop caring what everybody thinks. You know? All right, y'all. I gotta go, but thank y'all, everybody who donated. I appreciate you. I'll see y'all soon. Might have a video tomorrow. In the evening. So y'all tune in then. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.